Peace, family. What's going on? Back at it with another one. Saturday, March 6th, 2021. So, this video, I want to do something a little different. And I kind of want to speak to the fellas out there. So, this video, I want to title Signs You Might Be a Simp. So, what's a simp? In order to figure out if you're a simp or not, you got to know the definition of a simp. So, my definition of a simp, well, sort of, not just mine, but a broad definition of a simp is, a fool for woman. Someone who does all this stuff for women and not getting stuff in return. I actually got an acronym for simp. A sucker who idolizes mediocre pussy. That's pretty much my acronym for simp. So so these is my ways we're gonna find out if you're a simp or not. And if you feel like you got some of these attributes or whatever, then you do stuff in your life to change them, because everybody can change if you really want to. So I took some notes down and I'm gonna read from that, and we're gonna start from there. So 1, putting women's needs before yours, before your own happiness. A lot of times, guys, we see a girl, we like a girl, we talk to them or whatever, and they give us some type of interest. So, and especially like suckers, that we a lot of insecurities and low self-esteems that you like, oh shit, she talking to me. So, you doing all these extra things to keep her happy, even stuff that you really don't want to do or you don't find interesting yourself, but because she like it and you want her to like you, you keep doing all this stuff. And a real man, an alpha man, they not doing all that stuff. But I'm gonna make a video about alpha males too. That's a whole nother topic. So yeah, that's number 1, putting women's needs before your own happiness. Number two, using money and material items for sexual favors. So what I mean by that, most people, simps, they'll be like out at a party or just out in the street or wherever, and they see girls, whatever, and then they'll start trying to flash money or use like material stuff, because it's a misconception that all simps are broke. No, it's people out there with money who simps too. Just like you got alpha males and beta males. You got alpha males, or people who would be considered alpha male because of their stature or their money and everything status, but they're really betas. So, you got simps out there with money, flashing it and using material stuff just for sex. And fellas, I'm gonna hook y'all up on some free game. If you don't know, ladies, they peep shit like that. Girls know what when you using stuff like that, try to gain their favor. To them, it just look like you overcompensating for something. So you gotta fall back on that. Some guys do it unknowingly. It's like a they unconsciously knowing it, but they do it. So if you one of those guys who use money and your materials, like your house, your cars, and all that stuff, you try to gain sexual favors, like, it just look like you overcompensating a lot. So fall back on that. Number 3. A simp is someone who's a yes man. They got that slave mentality. It's always yes babe, yes, yes. It's never a no, it's never a challenge. And women, be honest with you, if a woman know that she can walk all over you fellas, she's not gonna totally respect you. You know, women say they don't like assertive men, they don't like men to put them in their place, but in reality, women like men to put them in their place. You know, they just don't want them to be, abusive and assholes, dickheads, and shit like that. But if you can find that balance and shit, and be assertive and firm and everything, but still be, kind and gentle, but firm and headstrong and assertive, a woman with like that shit would just a woman would melt in your hands like putty, my man. So a lot of time these guys, they don't challenge women. It's always yes, what she want to do. Um, if she says no to something that he suggests, he don't put up no argument with it. And she start looking at you like, oh, I got this motherfucker by the balls, and then she becomes the alpha. So that's number 3. If a yes man and slave mentality. Number 4. Okay, number 4. This is kind of just my take. Number 4. You follow social media models and all these Instagram people likes and buying pictures and all that stuff, like on OnlyFans and IG and everything. And let me explain to you why that's important. Why I think that's a simp move. Because you go like on your IG or you got all these guys subscribed to OnlyFans, and you buying up all these videos and pictures and all that shit, and you're not getting no sex for it, bro. All you getting is a small little clip or a picture of some shit, and you masturbating to it. Like, that's real simp move. And if people find out that you do shit like that, they gonna look at you like you're a real cornball. So that's personally what I feel like, and I put that there because I know a lot of brothers who do stuff like that, and that's not a good look, man. Granted, I follow a few models on my social media platforms, but they're actually models, and I don't buy pictures and like every damn thing and all that stuff. I barely be on it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I just think that that's real, kind of nutty and corny. And I know I find it funny how certain females, they'll send me like little links to their OnlyFans, like, yeah, subscribe to my stuff. I'm like, I'm not subscribing to it. Blocked. Like, you get blocked when you send me that shit. So if my friends on social media, don't send me no link to no OnlyFans and nothing, because you'll be blocked. All right. Number 5. Number 5 is kind of like number 3, but it's its own course. Number 5 is putting yourself like in a submissive position. A lot of simps, they're submissive to their wives or girlfriends or significant others, whatever you want to call it, versus it being the other way around. A lot of these guys, they be on PS5 all the time, playing that 2K or the latest games or whatever. They driving their girls' cars, spending their money. It's even to the point where all on different social media platforms, you got little memes and stuff where like it'll be like a girl and a guy in the store, it'll be like a boyfriend and girlfriend, and the guy will be like, the girl will be at the register paying for the food or whatever the items, where the guy be behind her, hugging her, holding her and stuff, like she's the man and everything, and he's the girl. Like, the shit is so fucking weird. It's so ass backwards. And then you got like a lot of females now, and they put up posts and stuff where they be like, "Oh, what are you willing to do for this PS5?" Or it'll say something like, "Look at your dick size and tell me, is it worth a PS5?" Like, a PS5? What type of shit is that? Like, what type of dudes you fucking with? Like, you messing with little boys? And that's a lot of these simps. A lot of these dudes out here don't got nothing going on. Ambition is bad. A lot of these girls be like, I'm tired of these niggas, and that's another thing. I'm gonna probably make a video of that because I'm tired of hearing the word niggas come out of females' mouths. You know, especially our queens. Like they didn't change it around. It used to be men back in the day calling women bitches, and you know they fought for equality and didn't want that. Now you got a lot of men stop calling women bitches, but now you got a lot of women calling men niggas. Like that's better. And I think that's becoming like the older I get, it's really becoming a pet peeve to me. And I think I'm gonna make a whole separate video on that. But yeah, a lot of these guys they don't got no ambition. They don't got no goals. They're not driven. They're so-called street hustlers, but they don't got nothing to show for it. And they living up, shacking up with different girls and stuff. And a lot of these females out here in the urban community, they think that's cute and it's cool. And well, they think it's cute and cool when they're young, but then when they start getting in their 30s and 40s, then they want to, after they've been ran through and abused, then they want to start trying to get a high quality, high value man. But yeah, so yeah, you simps out there, man, like you fuck it up for guys like me and other guys because you know, y'all just be doing the worst. So that's my number 5 trait of sign of being a simp, you being submissive. Number 6, overvaluing a woman. Now, overvaluing a woman to me means like you just value everything she does. Say like she can't do no wrong. You know, she says something is automatically right. She does anything is automatically you know, grand. She piss is liquid gold. You just overvalue everything. It's borderline worshiping her. And I'm gonna keep it funky with you. You know, I kind of did that back in the day with my children's mother, my first 2 children's mother. I used to, we was young though. We was like teenagers and shit. We was together for like over 12, 13 years. When we first got together, we were kids, and I used to overvalue that woman. And today, when I look back and I think about it, and I'm like, damn, like I was a real sucker. I was a simp for her. But it's like everything she does is gold. And then, you know, women, they pick up on that. And when they see that you like worship the ground they walk on, that they use that. They use that to their advantage, and they start. But the way they look at you start to diminish. They don't look at you for as a man anymore. Too at the same time, they start to look at you as a lesser value person, a lesser equal person. So you know, if y'all out there, you know, giving women too much praise, you know, she's just a woman, you know, just a human being. So, I mean, you can praise your queen, but, you know, don't, you know, you can love your queen. Don't, you know, praise her like, you know, like she's a goddess or whatever. But, you know, y'all know what I mean. That's number 6. Number 7, this is something that a lot of guys gotta be put on to. Number 7 is not recognizing or admitting that you're put in the friend zone. Now, a lot of times we like girls or whatever, and we'll talk to them, and because they give us conversation back and they'll commune with us and talk to us, we think that we're in there. Be like, oh shit, she's talking to me, and most times we don't realize that she's just using us. They put us in the friend zone just to get things that they want. You know, I'm gonna give you an example. Um, like how you would talk to a girl, y'all communicate, you would go out with her, and you notice every time y'all go out, um, is always, or every time y'all link up, is always to go out somewhere, like to go out to eat or go out to the movies or anything like that. And in the back in your mind, you saying that, oh shit, all right, we going out. I like this girl, whatever. But you're oblivious that when y'all talking or when you're trying to communicate or trying to advance a little bit more, like trying to, look at her in her eyes and everything, or trying to see, like little gestures before you try to make that next little move. You're not getting that same response back. She's kind of more so linked back. Um, y'all go out or whatever, and after the date is over, you want to chill for like, let's chill, and she's like, no, well, I'm sleepy, or I'm going out with my girlfriends, or I gotta babysit my niece, or my kids is home asleep, I gotta be with them. Like, it's always something like that, and then they'll start. And when you not get the hit, then they'll start doing shit in front of you. Like they'll start talking about guys in front of you or texting another guy and everything. Just trying to subtly let you know that, you're not it. You're in that friend zone. So a lot of guys out there are oblivious to it or just don't want to admit that you're in the friend zone. So, and if you keep doing it, that makes you a simp. All right. Number eight. Number eight, is always agreeing with women. You just don't got like no type of, like I said before, you don't got like no backbone. You just agree with everything she says. That's kind of just pretty much the gist to it. I was gonna make a scenario, but I think most of y'all know exactly where I'm getting at with this. You just agreeing to everything she does. You got no backbone. You got no spine. It's sounding kind of borderline of a yes man, but you know. Number 9, trying to impress women all the time, 24/7. Now, some of y'all might think that, well, don't that go along with, using money and material things? No, because you trying to impress women all the time, 24/7, you really don't got to use money and material and stuff. It's just like your character, things that you do, things that you say. Like, you just try to be cool. Like motherfuckers just try to be in a Jay-Z persona 24/7. Jay-Z, he don't flash money. He not one of the people who got chains and all that and everything, but he's a billionaire, so like, but it's just his aura, his swag and everything. It's just cool. And people, they try to use that and try to do that 24/7 and be around girls. Like, they'll talk a certain way around you and your boys, but then when they get around girls, they voice change. Like, it be so fucking, bro, it's weird. Like, people do weird shit, and I've witnessed it. In my 36 years on this earth, I've witnessed it, and it's crazy. So people do shit like that. They real cornballish. You a simp. And last but not least, number 10 is letting women take advantage of them. Just basically being a pushover. And this kind of goes for a line of, if you're in a relationship or if you're just in that friend zone or if you're just dating, when women take advantage of you, because at some point, us as being human beings and us being men, we know when we're being taken advantage of. And you got suckers out there who just don't care. Like, they'll do it because they really like that person, and if that's the only way that they're going to interact with that person or be around them, then they'll allow it to happen. And that speaks volume on, the psyche of a person. Like, when people do stuff like that, it just makes me evaluate them, psychologically, and wonder what the hell is going on in their head. Like, what's going on in their mind, in their hearts, because that stuff like that needs therapy. It needs to be addressed. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not. It's just it's weird. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, and I say this all the time, and I hear myself saying this all the time. Like, damn, I'm getting older. Even though I don't feel old, but it is what it is because I'll be 37 this year, and it's like the times is so different because I was born '84. So I remember the late '80s, the early '90s. The times was so different then, and the men and women were different then. Although it was in that transitional period where it was leading to how it is now, but there was still, a bunch of alpha males and assertive men and women who played their roles and men who played their roles in life. And now here I am, you fast forward, it's 2021. That shit is so different. I'm like, my children are growing up in a completely different world than I grew up in. And it's a little frightening, to say the least, but it is what it is. And we you know, either adapt or reform. But I digress. So those are my sign. I think that was actually 10. So yeah, 10 signs that you might be a simp. If y'all want me to do more videos like this, just drop your comments down below, and I will. I'm thinking about. Well, I am gonna do certain more type of videos like this. I'm gonna start talking like the difference between alpha males and beta males, and like the social and dating geographics, um, in today's society, and just everything. But as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll get back with y'all the next one. And subscribe to my backup channel, Let's Talk 2.0. And we'll always stay connected. I'll holler at y'all the next one. Peace.